Hospitals are hiring, clinics are hiring, care homes, labs, and community centers all hiring. And right now, Canada has quietly opened one of the fastest lanes in its entire immigration system, the healthcare and social services category inside Express Entry. This category was built for people who heal, support, or serve others. But here's the truth, almost nobody prepares for it correctly. I'm Jas Dhillon with Real West Immigration, and today I want to show you how this category really works. Not the rumor version, not the influencer version, but what it actually means if you want to come to Canada in 2025 or 2026. Because this isn't only about doctors and nurses. It's about anyone who's willing to study, train, and contribute to Canada's healthcare system. Whether you work in a hospital, a clinic, a lab, or even a community program, or wherever that helps people live healthier lives. Here's why this lane is so powerful. For years, Express Entry draws treated everyone the same. You would upload your profile, hope your score was high enough, and wait. But now, Canada doesn't just poll random candidates. It runs category-based draws, and healthcare is one of the top priorities. That means when a healthcare round happens, IRCC looks directly for people in medical, nursing, therapy, and social service occupations. If your profile matches, you get pushed to the front of the line. And unlike many other categories, you don't need a job offer or Canadian experience to get noticed. What matters is your experience, your education, and your occupation matches one of the approved healthcare NOCs. You could be a nurse overseas, a respiratory therapist in Canada, a pharmacy student finishing exams, or a social service worker supporting families. If your work connects to health or care, you belong in this lane. But here's the part nobody prepares for. Most people build their application backwards. They chase job offers that don't add any points anymore. They skip the provincial licensing piece that decides whether they can even work here. And they treat the federal draw like a lottery instead of a system with structure. That's why so many good applicants get stuck. The healthcare category moves fast, but only when your plan is aligned. Province, license, and immigration all telling one story. When we represent clients, we don't just fill out forms, we build that story. We make sure that profile reflects what the government is actually looking for. A credible professional who fits in Canada's long-term labor plan. Because here's the truth, healthcare immigration is no longer about desperation, it's about trust. Canada wants people who look like they're ready to be a part of the system before they arrive. Think about that. A nurse overseas who already understands Canadian practice standards. A community support worker who can show real impact helping people. A pharmacy graduate who's ready to start licensing the moment they land. Those are all stories that stand out, not because they have the highest scores, but because they make sense. They tell a consistent, professional, believable story. That's what we build at Real West Immigration, profiles that feel complete because they are. Now, let's add a bit of context. In 2025, the old system of job offer bonuses is gone. Those 50 and 200 point boosts disappeared. The new game changer is 600 points for a provincial nomination. That single number can transform your profile overnight. It can take someone from maybe next year to invited next round. That's why our strategies always connect your occupation to provinces that are actively nominating healthcare workers. Some provinces prioritize nurses, other pharmacists, therapists, or lab technicians. Some focus on social service professionals who support vulnerable communities. Every province has its rhythm, and we find that one that matches your story. Because when your provincial strategy and your federal category are aligned, you stop waiting for luck and start moving by design. But maybe you're watching this and thinking, you know what, Jas, I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I just want to work with people. Can I really fit here? Yes, you can. Healthcare in Canada is just not about hospitals. It's about human care. It includes personal support workers, community counselors, physiotherapists, early childhood and mental health professionals, even program coordinators who keep people safe and connected. If your work helps people heal, recover, or thrive, you're already part of Canada's healthcare network. You might just need the right education or a few months of continuous experience to make it official. That's why we tell clients, don't disqualify yourself. You don't need perfection, you need direction. Here's the reality: Canada's population is aging. Hospitals are overloaded. Community programs are stretched thin. That's why Ottawa built this lane, not as a favor, but as a necessity. The government has publicly said that 2025 and beyond will focus on people with Canadian work experience and on category-based rounds that fix labor shortages. So if you're already in Canada, studying or working in health or social services, you have a head start. If you're abroad, you can still qualify, but you need to present your background in a way that fits what Canada actually needs right now. That's the key difference between applying and being selected. And that's where our job begins. At Real West Immigration, we take your existing path, whether you're in school, working, or planning, and we build your file around the category that fits your story. We connect your education, your work, and your goals into one clean plan. We map out the province that suits you best, prepare your file for the next healthcare round, and position you for nomination opportunities worth 600 points. It's not about guessing or crossing your fingers. It's about precision. Because when you understand the system, you stop chasing random options and start owning your direction. So if you're someone who's willing to learn, to study, and to serve, healthcare might just be your shortcut to Canada. Maybe you're studying to become a nurse or finishing a diploma in social work, or maybe you're already caring for people in your own community, or maybe you've simply realized that your compassion, your ability to help is your biggest skill. That's enough to start. This lane isn't reserved for people in white coats. It's open to anyone who's ready to make a real difference and ready to build a future in a country that values it. So if that's you, stop waiting. Don't let confusion or hesitation hold you back another year. Book your confidential consultation using the link below. We'll look at where you are, what you do, and where you want to go. And then we'll build the strategy that actually gets you there. Because the only difference between people who dream about moving to Canada and the ones who actually do is who gets the right help at the right time. I'm Jas Dhillon with Real West Immigration. Canada's healthcare category is open, active, and looking for people exactly like you. If you're willing to study, to serve, and to step forward, we'll help you turn that effort into a real invitation. This is your lane. Let's move in it the right way. I'll see you in the next one.